as I learned, love to play. It's not that it needs to be taught. Fully agree with what you say. We go too much of what we say measuring, but on top of that, it starts with what we also heard earlier, black and white, right or wrong. There is only, and this comes from education, there's only one answer for that question. And this is impossible. Again, it's multiple answers for the same question. I make often a joke and say, there is no stupid question. There may only stupid answers. A question cannot be stupid. A question can be asked. It doesn't matter. And then we qualify the question. How wrong is that? So a question is open. It's come back to my open-ended play. The question is open. And we should be proud. We should understand. And sometimes I question the question. I say, oh, why is that? Why you question that? Sometimes before I dedicate the answer, I question the question, where it comes from and why did you ask that? And then when I know the roots of the question, then I can present you an answer who is equivalent, valuable to your question. And people say, Peter, that was a question, why you question the question? I need to know it. I mean, why this question? Why this question is important? So to giving the right answer, I know the roots of it. I track it back, and now I know. Then I know I can give you the answer. So that's an interesting part. Today we are too often. You have a question, and this is one answer, and our education system expect there's one answer, and if you repeat it, you have a good tracking record. This is very sensitive. Then what's the next development? All the development on Earth is by questioning, not by answering. Can bring us to some concern, but we're teaching much more, give me the right answer.
But in China, nowadays, because kids, they were forced to learn so much. Yeah. Let's say before 25 years old. After 25 years old, they are tired to learn. Actually, it's the real time to learn, but they are tired already.
Now I'm done.
Question, yeah, and now I'm done. Yeah.
Finally, yeah.
Well, that's where actually learning should start, to be prepared for life. Repeat to young dog pigs, we all prepare them for the starting line. We like to win the race on the starting line, but the life is after the starting line.
Life is a long journey.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I don't think it's really a Chinese thing. It's common society that people prepare for find the right answer, not question the question. It's like, don't go behind the question. Just give me the answer, and give me the answer I like to hear. Then we educate people to just repeat and respond, and then with 25, I'm done.
So I am curious because you said you're a person like to question. So what kind of experience brings you this character? And what's your childhood experience or stories that can share with us?
Good point. When I was a child, I thought I have a problem with my teachers. As I questioned, I prepared on day one when I wasn't in the kindergarten. I told you, really, our family was quite poor. So I wasn't in the kindergarten, but school was monetary, so I have to go to school. And when I went the first day to school, I prepared a whole list of questions.
In your mind?
Yeah, I had them all in my mind. I had them all listed down. I thought by myself, if I get answers for that question, maybe I raise another 20 or 30, and I think in 2 or 3 years I can be done. This is what I thought. Teaching could be finished. And then I went to the school, and they asked us to sit there, and I raised my hand. And they, why you raise your hand? My parents told me when I asked a question, I need to raise my hand. But I didn't ask any question. No, I have the question. I need to learn. This is a school. In the school, I ask the question, and you guys, if I call you, you answer. Then I thought by myself, I was 6 years old, I thought, now I know why it takes 15 years. It's a funny experience, as I say earlier. I thought I had a problem with my teacher. But the truth is, I do believe in my childhood time, the teacher had a problem with me. I still keep asking questions.
Yeah,
if you didn't like
the
it.
teacher had a problem. I agree.
You are the teacher.
The teacher had a problem with me. I didn't have really a problem with the teacher. I keep asking questions. My teacher said, you drive me nuts. I told you so many times, Peter. This is a school, and in the school, the teacher asks the question, and the students respond. And then I raised my hand. What? Why is that? I told you this. but I drive him nuts. I know now, but when I was a child, it was like, oh, that's a difficult place to be.
Yeah.
And that this also drives me, maybe, that why I try to develop toys, and why I try to have open-ended play, and why I encourage people to ask questions in our company and find the right place where people can be. Like Bruce and Andy, they work here in this beautiful environment. As they fit to here, somebody else fit to another place. And I try to build a world around and make the best out of the people they could be. And that is often not directly measurable. Sometimes the result you can see after 3, 5, or 10 years. But there is a result. This is what I deep in my heart believe. And therefore I encourage people, try it and try something different. And that is also, I feel, why our company can be so multicultural. We have people from 30 nations in our company, and different people, different opinion, different view on different things. And I like this dialogue of this morning here on our session. We have people from different backgrounds and different countries, and still we have a common sense of debating.
Yes.
It's interesting. Thanks for asking this question. It's a funny one, but it's a true one. And this drives me my whole life to make that teaching a better environment.
But you're so insist in asking and you're not frustrated by your teacher. This is interesting to me because a lot of children, if the teacher says do not ask question, they will keep quiet.
Yeah, that's a problem. More and more children become quiet.
From the personality, huh?
Yes.
Because you insist asking. Some kids would be stopped.
Shut inside
Yeah.
if they are
Yeah.
ignored or they are not answered.
That's a good.
Personality too, yeah.
It's good that my grandparents was exactly like what you wished about your son. Being honest, being respecting others, all what you say, what scientists find out.
Yeah.
My grandparents teach me all that I should have all these elements, and I trust it. Goethe lived in 16th century. He was believing, in his theory of teaching, he believed you only learn from who you love and who you trust. So when this is true, the teacher need to engage the children that at least they find a trust and trust. So when I love and I trust my grandparents, I absorb everything. A teacher couldn't destroy it. This was so strong in me that I feel I was right. And 10 teachers, and I was in the army, I was in the Navy, and I keep asking why. And they're telling me, Peter, this is an army. There is no question. There is only orders and result. Why is that? I drive everybody crazy in my life, but I still believe what my grandparents teach me. As long as you're honest, as long as you have a personality and you engage others and you not overrule others, you have allowance to ask questions. This cannot be destroyed. So this is in my early childhood so layout and so strong rooted that my grandfather teach me from father's side, my grandmother teach me from mother's side. They teach me the same thing, and I trust both of them. So it cannot be totally wrong.